Happy Homebrew Wednesday. No, it's Homebrew Wednesday because it's weekend again. It's actually Friday night. Good Friday, so all you guys who celebrate Easter, happy Easter. Coming up to it. Right, so a few bits I've been up to this week, and let's have a homebrew. You might think it's a beer, clarity and that. It's actually a parsnip wine, so let's give it a go. It's nothing too much, it's not been carbonated or anything like that. Let's give it a pour. That'll do for now, because it actually came out at 16.6%, so cheers. Ooh, I bet it's... These country wines are supposed to take about a year in the bottle at least, so we do need a bit of maturation time, so cheers. Did try out, started out very sweet that, but it's actually drying out now. Yeah, you won't too much of that. Not too bad actually. May have sent a couple of these out in the UK, I'm not so sure. About 16.6%, you don't want to have too many hours in a night. Blimey. If any of you have been to Greece and you had Retsina, very similar to that, like a resiny aftertaste, the burns there. I showed this book before, excellent book. The recipe is in that. That's show you there. That's the parsnip wine. Also parsley wine. I've done parsley, but there's loads of recipes in here. Really good. Not so much on beers. He puts about a dozen or 18, something like that. Recipes, but there's all infusions, meads. What else is it? There's metheglin, which is obviously a type of mead. There's also probably non-drinkers, cordials, that kind of thing, infusions. So yeah, it's a really useful book. So if you're in the hunt for a new book anywhere, it's called Homebrew, The Ultimate Guide to Making Your Own Tipple. Doug Ruhel and Sarah Paston Williams. So really recommend that book if you want something different. Like I say, it's not so much on beer, but you've got loads of different things to try. I think I may even do some like a carrot wine or something like that. One thing is, go easy on this parsnip wine because, well, put it not too bluntly, it's it creates a road through you. In other words, very good for your constitution. Right, been up to this week. Couple of these, 250 grams of it's a filter coffee, dark. I'm pretty sure I'm going to use the 500 grams, like a bit like a dry hop in the porter. It's going to be a coffee porter. I'm not going to change the yeast on this one because I changed it to the SO5 this on the last one on the Gosdawa kit. Sorry, didn't do an awful lot, so I don't think it was a yeast problem. Fermentables in there, so I may even put some DME, something like that, just to bump it up a fraction, and maybe even do a short brew. Right, what else did I do? I picked up this, was on special offer, Homebrew Shop, Finlandia cider kit. Never done a cider kit. I think this, does it say 23? Yeah, 24 litres. And you guys got any recommendations on that? There's some instructions. This yeast is Quiva Viva. No idea, but you know better than me if you've done this kit before. And I think it does actually have sweeteners in there. But I've got a Loveland cider yeast, so I may put that in. I'm just thinking of doing a basic kit and keel kind of thing, but I was thinking, you know, should I use perhaps 5-10 litres of apple juice to bump up the ABV, and also I'm going to try and stop. I'm going to rack off so much in another fermenter, and I'm going to stop that fermentation with some Camden tablets, and I'm just thinking what any guys' ideas, what's a reasonable final gravity for a cider. I know they've had them going down to 990, you know. You should be looking for that 1008, something like that, 1006, and then stop the fermentation on that bit and let it carry on for the bottle. I mean, this will be in the keg, so I'm going to force carb it anyway, so I'm not too fussed on the carbonation, but just a little bit of sweeter cider. Right, also did get a bit of time. I think it was Wednesday night. My scrubbly notes did what I call myself a free beer. Basically, loads of grains left over, not massive, apart from the pale malt. You know, specialty grains, something like that. I had a little bit of 65 grams of Fuggled hops. So, and I also had the yeast. I'm not sure which one it is. I can't think which yeast it is now. It's just an old. Fermentis, something like that. Used that. Was out of date. They rehydrated it, and by about 4 hours it was actually kicked off fermentation. So what I actually did, just a brew in a bag, only 12 litre batch it came out at. I used 300 grams of wheat malt, 500 grams of lager malt, 50 grams of roasted barley, 100 grams of chocolate malt, 50 grams of black malt, 100 grams of flake barley, 150 grams of Carapils malt, so plenty in there, and 2.5 kilograms of pale malt. So the total grain bill there is a 3.75 kilograms. I mashed in at 67 degrees. It did hold the temperature pretty well. What did I use? 10 litres for the mash. And I could use a little bit more, but besides the pot with the grains, it can send it over the top, and I've had that before. So what did I do with that afterwards? Asparage at 75 degrees, separate pots. 6 litres of water, same problem, because the pan's not massive. You put too much water in with them grains and it goes all over the cooker, which is not good. Right, so I used 35 grams of Fuggles at the start of a boil, a 70-minute boil. At 15 minutes I used a teaspoon of Protafloc along with the wort chiller. For the last 10 minutes I gave 30 grams of Fuggles. I'm not expecting too hoppy a beer, more like dark. I'm looking for a more full-bodied beer, but I think with that what's in there should be some, hopefully then get some head retention. I was going to use 25 wheat, didn't have any, so I just banged the wheat malt in. I'd never use that for in another quantity unless I make another wheat beer, which I may do in due time. So there, an OG of 1.074, so you're probably looking at what would I say, perhaps 6 to 7% beer. Not too fussed what it is. Just wanted to do something, and it was free to me because I had everything lying around. No trips to the home brew shop, so I'm completely out of hops now. So next beer, go in a couple of weeks. So my next beer was going to be towards the end of April, beginning of May. So just a small batch. I'm going to straighten the bottle on that one. So that's about it. So any advice you guys have got on the cider kit would be appreciated. And I've been watching some great videos. Is it Andrew? Is it Andrew? Not on a Sundays. Brewing not on a Sunday. Top of my head's gone. I think it's that, but he did a cracking video the other night, so really impressed. You've not seen him. I think Ant Rogerson gave him a shout out a couple of weeks ago, and I've been watching him for a few weeks, and had loads on the go. I got a brilliant beer mail from Josh Secure, is it? I don't think I'm going to pronounce that name properly, apart from Josh himself obviously. Yeah, so I'll leave it at that, try and keep it shortish. Enjoy the rest of the weekend fellas, and hope you get plenty of chocolate stout for Sunday. Cheers, and I'll catch you later.